everybody, it's Kelly here with Summit Healthcare, bringing you another workout of the week. For today's workout, we're gonna slow it down and we're gonna do a yoga stretch workout. Many of these exercises can be done in a chair seated. I'm gonna use a mat. The equipment that you'll want are a yoga mat and also a blanket or pillow, or both. So feel free to add as much padding as you like to get down, up and off the floor, or like I said, you can follow along with most of these exercises seated in a chair, no problem. Make sure you've got your yoga station set up. It's calming and soothing to you. You can put on some background music if you like. Put on some essential oils or light some candles. This is supposed to be a relaxing, slow down time. We're gonna do a total body stretch, so you're gonna leave feeling rejuvenated for your day. And let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and grab a blanket or some pillows, anything that you need to cushion yourself if you're gonna come down to the floor on your yoga mat. Of course, you are able to follow along in a chair seated. But make sure you're sitting up nice and tall, keeping a lifted chest, tall, long spine, and you can double up on your cushion as needed here. I want you to be comfortable, but sitting up nice and tall. Once you're settled, go ahead and close the eyes. I want you to just be present here. So you can close your eyes if you like. Just begin taking a couple deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth, maintaining a nice tall posture, but just bring your awareness to the breath and the present moment. Continue that deep breathing. Allow your mind to relax. Allow the breath to slow. Couple more deep breaths here, just breathing deep into the chest and exhaling through the mouth. Go ahead and circle the neck around. We just want to begin to loosen things up here. Circle the neck from left to right, whatever feels good for you. Continue that deep breathing here. Just focusing on slowing everything down, connecting to the breath. Make sure your heart is over your hips and you're dropping the shoulders from the ears. I want you to think about one thing that you are super grateful for during this time and focus on that one thing. As you continue breathing, give your energy towards that. There are so many things to be thankful for, whether it be your health, the mountains, or the sun rising, a good breakfast, or a friend who calls today. But focus on that thing that you are super grateful for today. And as you continue breathing, let's roll those shoulders out. Match the breath. Allow the vertebrae to loosen up. Get out any last cricks and nooks and pops that might be in the upper body with some extra neck tilts, shoulder pops. We just want everything to feel loose. Begin wiggling the toes here. Maybe even lifting the ankles, pointing the feet. Start circling the wrists around. Nice and gentle, big circles. Make sure you go in both directions. Let the fingers wiggle too. Tilt the chin towards the chest to stretch that cervical spine or the back of the neck. Coming back to center, draw down and stretch. Hold that stretch for as long as feels good. And when you're ready, bring the hands to your chest and lift the elbows out to the side. This stretch is going to feel so good for the shoulders, chest, and forearms. As you breathe in and out, we're going to glide those arms above the head towards the sky. Keeping the palms together. As we glide the arms overhead, you should feel a stretch through the triceps, elbow, and forearm. Kind of like a cat-cow, allow your head, neck, and shoulders to follow the movement. Breathing in as you rise, and exhale as you fold. Inhale as you rise, gliding those palms above the head. And exhale as you fold. Inhale as the arms glide up. And exhale as we fold. Taking one arm to the opposite thigh and placing your hand on that shoulder so we can do a couple gentle shoulder circles going backwards. And then you're going to lift that elbow up and draw it back. This allows for a deeper stretch. Allow your spine to stay nice and tall. And coming back to center. Let's place the other arm across the thigh. Reaching up for that shoulder, we're going to lift it up and back. As we twist a little deeper into that stretch, bringing that elbow up towards the ceiling and around. Twisting that spine even deeper here. One big breath and returning back to center. Bringing the hands to the front of the body with the fingertips flexed up towards the sky. We're going to open up, allowing a nice stretch in the chest, squeezing those shoulder blades together, and bringing the arms back to the front. Inhale as we open up here. Keep those shoulders lowered and away from the our tabletop position, we're going to extend the right leg behind the body with the toes on the mat. As you can see here, I'm going to rock front to back, allowing a deep stretch in that calf muscle, working on that ankle mobility. The other leg is just supporting the body. And if you're able, we're going to lift that foot up towards the ceiling. This is only if you feel comfortable and are ready to challenge your core. Squeeze those fingertips deep into the mat to get out of your wrists and alleviate any pressure. Setting that leg back down and just rocking front to back here. The best part about doing a stretch routine is that it's totally up to you and your body and what you're able to do. If you're not ready for this lift, you'll just continue rocking front to back. We're going to put those feet together and we're going to sit back into a child's pose. If you're following along from a chair, this is simply treated as a forward fold. So reaching that upper body down towards the floor, letting your head, neck, and shoulders relax, getting a deep stretch to the back and the hamstrings. Feel free to use a pillow here for the forehead. And as we return back up to our tabletop, we'll extend the other leg out behind us with those toes on the mat and rocking front to back here, working on that ankle mobility and stretching the calf. Use as much cushion as you need for your knees. You can follow along standing here at your chair. Treating it as a lunge position, so you're able to still rock and get that ankle mobility and calf stretch. If you're ready and able, you'll lift one foot up, engaging the core, keeping those hips square to the floor. And setting that foot back down to continue rocking front to back. Take it slow and only do what feels good for your body. Returning to tabletop, bringing those feet together, we're going to sink down into a child's pose with our arms behind the body. Using a pillow for your forehead or extra cushion, but reaching those hands behind the body. And if you're able, take it to the next step and place those arms behind the back, lifting those elbows, squeezing those shoulder blades, exaggerating that stretch in the chest. If you're following along seated, you're reaching towards your lap with the arms behind the body. We're going to sit up here just into that child's pose with the arms out in front to get a good stretch through the shoulders and the lats. Working our way back up to tabletop. And we'll stand for the rest of the practice. You can move your cushion to stand on top of it or have it off the mat. But if you're able, we're going to be standing for this next part of the practice. We want your feet hip distance apart here, or a little wider. With the palms facing forward, standing nice and tall, pulling that belly in, begin deep breathing. This is really good for your balance. Having your eyes closed, soft bend in those knees, and we're going gonna swoop the arms overhead, keeping the palms facing outwards. Reach as far as you can and swoop the arms nice and slow back to the starting position. On this next rise, we're gonna bend the knees and open up into a twist, reaching the arms out to the sides. We lift up and twist to the other side. Just match the breath nice and easy here. Inhale as we lift up and exhale as we come down. Bringing the hands back to the heart. Pulling that belly in for a good posture. From here, we're going to separate the feet nice and wide. You can do this by staying on your mat laterally like me, or you can stay at the top of your mat. We just want to make sure that we are breathing nice and deep, keeping a long spine. The hands can come back to the heart. And maintain a couple deep breaths here in this nice wide stance. Breathing deep into the hips as we open them up. Take that left foot as you rotate it outwards. Soft bend in those knees. Notice how your ankle feels. As we turn the right foot inward as well, just a little bit here. Make sure your toes are gripped nice and firm onto the mat. Arms will come out to the side. From here, we're going to reach forward, bending that front knee, and inhale to return. Exhale as we bend that knee and reach forward. Exhale, return. Good, just follow the natural breath here. Watching that knee as it never bends beyond the ankle. From here, you can bring your hands to the hips or be holding onto a chair for extra assistance. But we're gonna reach forward. Keeping that front leg relatively straight as we tilt down to get a deep stretch. Now you can have your arms follow along. They can be resting on your hips, or you can have them split open here. You should feel a deep stretch through the thighs and the hips. Working on balance here, squeezing the core. Holding on to any additional chairs as needed. Squeezing that belly to come to standing. Bringing the right toes in back to our starting position. Breathing deep into the core and into the hips. Bring the hands back to the heart. Just catching your breath here from any extra work that we did in our hold there for the lunge. We're going to open up now the right toes. Left toes come in slightly. Arms come out to the side. Take a big breath in, and as we exhale, bend that front knee. Exhale as we bend forward. Inhale, coming back. We're taking this nice and slow, just working on mobility here, and strength, and balance. Maintain that breath, squeezing the core. Hands can come to the hips as we tilt forward into that stretch. And dipping down. If you're able, we can keep those arms open. You can have your hands on your hips or holding on to a chair nearby. We just want to push those hips back and get a deep stretch through the thighs and the hamstring. Whatever feels good for you and whatever your body is allowing you to do today. Prioritizing your safety and balance. Pulling that belly in as we come to standing. Bringing our toes back to the center, staying in a wide stance. Loosening up the shoulders here. And we're just going to spend some time in a forward fold here, stretching the hamstrings from a wide stance. Maintain a soft bend in the knees as we hinge forward. You can lean forward and reaching for a chair for an assisted downward dog, or allow your hands to come to the floor for a forward fold. Whatever your body is allowing you to do here, but I just want you to relax into that stretch, letting your feet press firmly into the mat. Bending those knees. Adjusting your stance here, adding some bend and then straightening to lengthen and shorten the muscles, and roll yourselves on up when you're ready to take a break. We're going to repeat this again here. Soft bend in those knees, bringing those elbows back here. This is going to elongate the front of the body as we forward fold, allowing your heart to kind of lead your way to the floor. By keeping a straight back and pulling those elbows towards the back, you're able to maintain a straight spine, getting a deeper stretch through the hips, hamstrings, and calf. Coming back up when you need. One more time here. Just allowing your body to get a deep last stretch here. You can adjust your feet as needed, bend or straighten the knees as needed. And when you're ready, just take a big deep breath. And we're going to walk those feet back together. Allowing your toes and the arches to squeeze into the floor. Just taking a couple deep breaths here. And when you're ready, begin rocking front to back from heel to toe. You can hold on to a chair. You can follow along seated. No matter where you are, squeezing your core and allowing the heel to toe lift, working on the ankle mobility here. Rolling the wrists, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, just focusing on happy movement here. Rolling the shoulders if that feels nice, circling the neck around. And we'll bring our practice to a close, finishing in a mountain pose. So once you're finished, just loosening everything up. Finish any last hip circles, neck circles, ankle work, or wrists. But when you're ready, we'll finish in our mountain pose, bringing the palms to the front, just thanking your body for its work today. Great job today, everyone. I hope you feel more relaxed and elongated. For your health tip today, I'm going to talk to you about how to set up a proper meditation space. So for me, I personally like to sit on the floor, somewhere away from where I watch TV or not in my actual bed. I like to create a separate space. So that can look like a yoga mat, that can look like a blanket, that can be a specific chair for you, but somewhere where you can go ahead and take a seat and that you don't spend all of your normal day-to-day like stressor time in. The next thing is to either get some candles set up or some scents. So I use my diffuser. I have an anti-anxiety blends, uplift, and mood enhancers. So I use my essential oils to kind of help give me the right sense and just lift up my mood and help me reset, and it just smells really good. Go ahead and light a couple candles, get your essential oils, but create the space. Also, lighting is super important, so I like to dim the lights. I don't like to be in the dark, otherwise I fall asleep. But go ahead and get nice lighting. Natural light is really good. It just helps kind of boost your energy and helps with focus. Be sure to shut off any electronics, extra noise. That can be TV, cell phones, computers, and music. So go ahead and find whatever music is soothing to you. So whether that looks like orchestra, or if that looks like rain noise, white noise, if that's worship music, whatever that music looks like to you, that's soothing and can really help just drown out some of that extra outside stressors. Go ahead and put that on nice and soft for the duration of your meditation. Meditation doesn't have to be hard. You can literally sit in silence and you just focus on your breath in and out for a few minutes. Sometimes I can only meditate for about 60 seconds and sometimes I'm in it for 20 minutes. But just setting that time for you to de-stress can really help lower those cortisol levels and promote overall health. I hope you enjoyed the yoga stretch workout today. You guys did amazing, and I will see you next time.